On November 29, 1965, 7 months after George's graduation, George and Dulce were married at the Sacred Heart Parish Church in Cebu City. All of us know that a union like theirs could only be made in heaven. But what many people don't know is that the date in the invitation was supposed to be December 4, 1965. A week before, Tatay Vising had a cardiac arrest and was already in coma, and so the wedding had to be rushed because if anything should happen to him, the wedding would have to wait another year. It was one awesome wedding prepared in just 24 hours. George was on duty at the hospital and Dulce had to rush to him because they had to go to confession. Her gown had to be whisked off from the sastre minus the beadwork. The sastre had to finish it in church. The grand reception was to have been at Magellan's International Hotel. It ended up in June and Lee Quintanar's rented house in Verbena Street, capital site, with just pancit canton as the main course. In the evening of April 1, 1966, Dulce gave birth to their first child, a bouncing 8-pound baby boy. He was christened George Quintanar Hofer II. The following year, on June 3, 1967, another healthy baby was born, this time a girl, and she was christened Dulce Ann Quintanar Hofer. George also fathered a daughter named Marieta before marriage. 1 year later, Dr. George Hofer brought his family to Malabang. He had put up his own medical clinic where he specialized in surgery, while Dulce in family medicine. In 1971, Dr. Hofer operated his first logging concession in South Cotabato. Then in 1972, he had the biggest break when he acquired a logging concession in Tungawan and a rice mill in Quitabo, all in Zamboanga del Sur. Not long after, he expanded his business activity by operating a logging concession in Maitum, South Cotabato, chromite mining in Zamboanga and Samar, and a construction outfit in Davao. With all this expansion building up, he had to incorporate all these businesses together. So he created his first corporation, GTH Agricultural Enterprises Incorporated. Dr. Hofer and Dra. Dulce, as they have been fondly called by relatives and friends, built their first mansion, the biggest in Green Plains Subdivision, Banilad, Mandaue City. George and Dulce call it their dream house. This is a testimony of their love, their hard work, and their strong faith in the Creator. Although they were the richest in the village, George and Dulce maintained a very low profile. Nobody could convince George or Dulce to join organizations because they never wanted any publicity or be in the limelight. They had no heirs, no attachment to material things, and one would expect their children to be lavish or become spoiled brats. But they, too, are as humble as their parents. Anyone was always welcome in their home and in their hearts, rich and poor alike.